I'm quite amazed by the ignorance of Westerners. When I was in school, we watched documentaries, heard so many things about the Crusades and the Inquisitions, and I admit, horrible, horrible things were done. But those were also in response to Islamic aggression. The Muslims were going around like Nazis, like they have always done, like Muhammad and the original Muslims did, conquering, pillaging, enslaving, and taking land that didn't belong to them. They took Palestine, that was not theirs. They took Turkey, that was not theirs. Egypt was a Christian country. They took that, or swept across North Africa. They were not satisfied, so they attacked Austria, and then they had conquered much of France, and then they conquered the majority of Spain, and then they went to attack Italy. And their plan was to turn St. Peter's Basilica into a mosque. But their fleet got sunk at Lepanto, thanks be to God, for the crusade that the Pope declared. And it was Christians uniting against this threat that actually saved Europe. So it was very, very good that Christians united against those who were very openly intent on conquering Europe, who want to conquer the world, who want the Quran to replace the Bible, who want Sharia law to replace other forms of government. They've admitted that today that's what they want. And it keeps in line with Islamic tradition. A good Muslim's going to want to act like Muhammad and the early Muslims. The Spanish Inquisition, after 600 years of bloody fighting on Spanish soil, they kicked the Muslims out. And the Christian king and queen wanted to keep their country, but they also wanted to keep it Christian. And so they told people to convert or get out, which led to the Spanish Inquisition. So it is interesting now, isn't it? And people like Hillary and Obama extol this sick regime. You know, it's so interesting that our history books talk about and complain and mourn about hundreds of years ago what Christians did in the Dark Ages, and these crusades get brought up so much. And yet there are crusades going on constantly right now, and inquisitions, and Islam is oppressing hundreds of millions of people and depriving hundreds of millions of women of rights and of dignity. And people like Hillary and Obama are promoting this epitome of bigotry and misogyny, and claiming, by extolling it as this religion of peace, and saying things that are obviously not true, like 99.9% of Muslims are peaceful. Barack Hussein Obama knows better. Hussein is the name of a grandson of Muhammad, and since Barack Obama used to be Muslim, he knows what he's saying is not true, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these other leftists know that what they're saying is not true, but they simply want to tickle people's ears. They want the votes, and so I think they know that they are being dishonest. We should call evil evil. We need to call a spade a spade. And something that is ruining more lives and oppressing more people than any other force on earth needs to be identified for what it is, and that is pure evil. May God bless you.